Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on Beyond the Consultation, Engaging Patients and Generating Positive Reviews in Dermatology. In this session, we will explore why patient engagement and online reputation are crucial to growing your dermatology practice. So we'll discuss the strategies you can implement to strengthen your practice's reputation, drive positive patient experiences, and attract new patients. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that I will be answering questions at the end of the presentation. So feel free to submit any questions in the chat or Q&A at any point. And even if you can't make it until the end, just please submit your questions and I'll make sure that someone reaches out to you with an answer. So with that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Oliver Blanco, and I'll be today's speaker. I am a digital marketing and account manager here at Repugen, which is a healthcare reputation management software that is just dedicated to helping healthcare providers and practices in improving their online reviews, patient acquisition, retention, and engagement. So to start off, let's go over the agenda of what we'll be going over today. First off, we'll begin with a look at the dermatology market growth and what this means for practices like yours. Next, we'll explore how patient behavior has shifted to online research. Then we'll discuss why online reputation matters and how it impacts patient decisions. Then we'll cover practical strategies for encouraging and responding to online reviews. Following that, we'll talk about how social media plays a key role in patient engagement. And then finally, we'll discuss building patient loyalty and the importance of a proactive approach to managing your online presence. So now let's go over our first topic. As you can see from the graph, the dermatology market is growing rapidly. In 2022, the global market was valued at 1.59 billion, and it's expected to reach about 3.14 billion by 2032. That's overall an impressive compound annual growth rate of about 7.03%. But with this growth comes increased competition. As more patients seek skincare solutions, dermatologists need to stand out in this crowded, lucrative market. Today, we'll discuss how you can do just that. And one of the most significant changes we've seen in the way is the way how patients search for and choose healthcare providers in general. Patients are increasingly turning to the internet to research dermatologists before making appointments. In fact, nearly 73% of patients check online reviews before selecting a provider. This makes it clear that your online reputation is vital in attracting new patients. So if you aren't actively managing your digital presence, you risk losing potential patients to competitors who are. And that's where online reputation comes in. Your online reputation is essentially the first impression of your practice based on what people find online. When prospective patients search for a dermatologist, they'll see your reviews, your social media, and any other content related to your practice. This information directly influences their decision to book an appointment with you, as they will choose the provider that seems to be the best for their specific needs. So overall, dermatologists with stronger online reputations are far more likely to attract new patients to their practice. And let's talk a little bit about the power of online reviews. Online reviews have just become as trusted as personal recommendations. According to a recent survey, half of consumers trust online reviews just as much as recommendations from their friends or family members. Reviews help build trust and credibility, and positive reviews can be powerful drivers for new patient acquisition. So, by encouraging happy patients to leave reviews for you, you can showcase the quality of your services and attract more patients. And based on a 2024 Repugen survey that we conducted, here are the top reviews platforms that patients use to find dermatologists. Google, of course, is going to be the most popular with about 75% of patients using it to check reviews. WebMD follows with about 48%, and then As you can see on the graph, there are a couple more review sites such as Yelp. Uh, Yelp is also widely used at about 30%. And then platforms like Facebook, HealthGrades, and ZocDoc are also common sources for patients to check reviews. But having positive reviews across all of these platforms just boosts your credibility and increases the chances of patients choosing your practice. And so, how can you encourage your patients to leave reviews? Well, the key is to ask for their feedback while it's still fresh in their minds. Review requests shortly after their visit when the experience is top of mind. You can do this through post-appointment emails or follow-up calls or in person after a successful treatment. You can make it easy for patients by providing direct links to your review pages on, say, Google, uh, Facebook, WebMD, or any other platforms that you choose. And like I said, there are multiple ways to ask patients for reviews. For example, you can just directly request from them. So you can ask them in person through email or even text message. You can make it easy for them to find your review pages by adding direct links on your website. Or maybe if it's for less tech-savvy patients, you can provide printed instructions such as a QR code or instructions on how to leave a review. You can also send out follow-up emails thanking patients for their visit and then ask them to leave a review. Or during follow-up phone calls, you can encourage patients to share their experiences online as well. Now, let's talk about responding to patient reviews. Whether it's positive or negative, it's essential to respond to both kinds. Research shows that 88% of patients are more likely to choose a provider who responds to reviews. Responding demonstrates that you care about patient feedback and are committed to improving your practice. And so, when responding to positive reviews, here's a simple approach. First is to express gratitude, so thank the patient for their kind words. Next is to acknowledge some specifics, so if they mentioned a specific aspect that they enjoyed, uh, feel free to acknowledge it. And then invite for further interaction. Basically, encourage them to return for future visits or share their positive experience with others. These responses just show appreciation and help build loyalty among your patients. And then on the flip side of things, let's discuss how you can respond to negative reviews. These will happen, so you just need to learn how to handle them in a professional manner. And here are some tips. One is to, again, just acknowledge and thank the patient for their feedback, even if it is negative. And then next is to address patient concerns, basically respond to their concerns professionally and offer a solution. So remember, you'll want to avoid disclosing any personal health information in your responses as these reviews are public. You'll want to maintain that HIPAA compliance during any responses. And then based off of whatever you discuss online, you will want to try to take the conversation offline so that you can discuss this further and in more detail with that specific patient. Now, moving on, let's talk a little bit about social media. Social media is another key platform for engaging with your patients. According to research, 57% of patients consider a healthcare provider's social media presence when choosing where to go. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram are great for sharing updates, tips, and success stories. So, by being active on social media, you can build trust and connect with your audience in real time. So, to maximize your social media presence, consider some of these tips. First is to share educational content. To maximize your social media presence, uh, you can share educational content that offer valuable information about, say, skin conditions, treatments, procedures, uh, basically on, say, for example, mole removal or acne management, skincare screenings, and a lot more things that you might offer at your practice. Next is to share post-patient testimonials. You can share success stories and testimonials to build your credibility. And then you can also provide behind the scenes content, basically to show the human side of your practice to foster a sort of transparency between you and your patients, which will ultimately build trust. And again, kind of tagging along on building trust, you'll want to build patient loyalty. So let's go over it a little bit. Exceptional patient care is key to long-term success, and a study by Accenture found that superior patient care correlates with a 50% higher margin for healthcare practices. So, happy patients are more likely to return, and they're also more likely to leave positive reviews and recommend your services to others. So, how can you ensure that patients keep coming back? One, you'll want to streamline the appointment scheduling process. So, offer online booking options to make it easier for patients to actually schedule their visits with you. Then you'll also want to keep communication open, basically use phone, email, and text messaging options to stay connected with your patients. And then thirdly is to respond quickly to all feedback. Again, especially if it is negative, you'll want to address concerns promptly, just to show that you value their input. And so building trust with patients starts with open and honest communication. Dermatology practices can establish integrity and reliability by being transparent about their treatments, costs, and expectations. So when misunderstandings or conflicts arise, you can address them openly, fostering a stronger patient relationship and enhancing trust with them. And so that's how it will move on to building lasting trust, basically develop emotional connections with your patients. Uh, to foster deeper relationships, it's crucial to just understand your patient's unique needs and concerns. You'll want to take the time to listen actively during consultations. And you'll also want to show empathy and genuine care by addressing not just their medical issues, but also their emotional well-being. So patients will feel more valued when they see that you're invested in their overall health. And then just being consistent is key. Always be authentic and reliable in all interactions that you have with your patients, whether it's virtual or in person, or even through the phone. And then you'll also want to combat any misinformation and negative trends. So, with so much misinformation about skincare and treatment circulating across the internet, creating informative content to debunk any myths about common skin concerns like acne, sun damage, or skin cancer could be essential for building a solid relationship with your patients. And when patients or followers have questions on social media, again, respond promptly and professionally. Thoughtful responses just help establish your practice as a trusted resource and a leader in your industry. And then lastly, you could also consider partnering with patient advocacy groups to create educational materials that not only combat misinformation, but again, also positions yourself as an authority so that patients or prospective patients always turn to you for their dermatology needs. And that'll segue into our next topic, which is about showcasing expertise and personalized patient care. Establishing your credibility as a dermatology expert is key to gaining patient trust. One effective way is to write, say, blogs on reputable healthcare websites. That way, you can share your knowledge on dermatology advancements and innovations to, again, position yourself as a thought leader. Another approach is to participate in online forums where you can answer questions and provide expert insights on skincare and treatment options. This helps to build your reputation as a reliable and approachable expert. And additionally, share patient success stories and testimonials, to demonstrate real results. This not only highlights your expertise, but also shows that you've positively impacted others. And then also, you'll want to personalize the patient journey. So patients appreciate a personal touch in their healthcare experience. Send personalized emails to check in on them, offer advice, or follow up after treatments. This simple gesture helps build rapport and fosters long-term relationships. And then to further improve the patient experience, offer convenient online appointment scheduling. Again, just by streamlining this process, you're making it a lot easier for patients to actually book appointments and access your care, showing that you value their time. And that is the end of the webinar. So to summarize, here are some key takeaways. One is engaging with patients beyond the consultation is critical for building lasting relationships and trust. Two, a strong online reputation supported by positive reviews is essential for attracting new patients. Three, personalizing the patient journey and using platforms like social media enhances patient satisfaction. Four, combating misinformation and showcasing your expertise establishes credibility. And then five, consistency, transparency, and empathy are the foundations or cornerstones of maintaining a positive reputation in your dermatology space. And now, just to tell you a little bit about ourselves here at Repugen. Repugen is a comprehensive reputation management platform designed to help healthcare practices like yours thrive in today's digital world. We offer a variety of services to help improve your or manage your online reviews, automate and track referrals, and a lot more. Just basically helping you to build a healthy online reputation. So if you are interested, contact us today at info@repugen.com or visit our website at www.repugen.com just to learn more about Repugen and how we can help you build a thriving online reputation for your dermatology practice. So now I'll open it up to some Q&A. All right, so it looks like we did get one question so far. So how can patient reviews impact a dermatology practice's online reputation? So basically, online reviews from patients are crucial for your dermatology practice to showcase authenticity and the high quality care you provide. By having a negative online reputation, prospective patients will be less likely to choose your practice and go elsewhere. So ensure that your online reputation truly reflects your great care and attracts new patients. All right, looks like we got another question. So, what are the best strategies for encouraging satisfied dermatology patients to leave positive online reviews? So, these are, or there are numerous strategies where you can try, and the ones we covered today were direct requests, review site links, printed instructions, follow-up emails, and phone calls. So, just basically determine what's best for your patient base, and having multiple ways to leave a review is always beneficial to everyone involved. So third, we got another question. How should a dermatology practice handle negative reviews to maintain its reputation? So dermatology practices need feedback from their patients in order to make improvements. So always begin by thanking the patients for taking time to leave a review and let them know that internally you are addressing their concerns. Make sure to never disclose private health information and abide by HIPAA. Responding to all reviews, whether negative or positive, will just showcase to patients that you truly care about their well-being and outcomes. All right, we got a fourth one. What role does social media play in managing a dermatology practice's online reputation? Social media is just overall a useful tool to engage with patients and reach them in a medium that is more personal to their life. So for dermatology practices, it's a great way to showcase successful treatments and client testimonials. So show the human side of your practice by engaging with patients on your social media platforms. All right, we got another one again. So, how can a dermatology practice monitor its online reputation across different platforms? So, monitoring your reputation across the internet is going to be a tough task to handle at first. So, you can utilize something like, say, Repugen to help streamline this process and alleviate the stress of your staff. But overall, you can just actively monitor your reputation with an all-in-one dashboard that will provide you with the most important metrics. Otherwise, we would just suggest going out to each of these platforms to see, okay, what other new reviews do you have populated since the last time you checked? And then based off of that, follow the tips that we mentioned in today's webinar based off of the last time that you checked those different review sites that you have. All right, so I think that's it for today. So thank you all again for joining today's webinar. We hope that you found the information valuable and wish you the best in building a strong online reputation for your healthcare practice. So if you do want to get in touch with us again, feel free to contact us at info@repugen.com, visit our website at www.repugen.com, or give us a phone call at 866-246-7891. Thank you so much and have a great day.